Well, Stu, another great result for Newcastle, 4-0 away from home. Emotional night with Sir Bobby Robson as well. But what was your sort of take on the game afterwards? Were you reflecting on the sort of emotional side of it first, or the result?
Well, I think it's something that you wrote in your match report today in the Chronicle, that almost Newcastle winning 4-0 and going top of the leagues almost got put to the back burner a little bit just for the emotion on the night. But at the end of the day, it's another cracking result for Newcastle, and already they're well clear of third place even.
Yeah, I mean, I have to be honest, it was a bit of a shock to the system when they went 2-0 up. When they went 3-0 up after 35 minutes of play, I hadn't seen anything like that for a long time. They really tore them apart, didn't they, at the end of the first half?
That's right, and it's easy to say that it's the difference between the Premier League and the Championship is just down to Ipswich's poor defending, but we've seen many a Newcastle game that haven't taken the chances, and to be fair, you can't knock them for putting the chances in at the end of the day, can you?
No, definitely not. And one guy who is putting the chances away at the minute is Kevin Nolan, top scorer, written off by a lot of people last year. I mean, certainly I had my doubts about him when he first came here. Didn't look fit, didn't really look the part, and now he's top scorer with 6 goals. Well, different division, mind.
It is. Some people are saying he's found his level. I think he's better than just a Championship player. But I think it's something you just said there. I think he's got his fitness back. I don't think he was properly match fit when he first came to Newcastle. I think that's half the reason why he fell out with Megson and Bolton possibly. But certainly now that he's fit, he does get a lot more space in the Championship, I suppose. But he's certainly making a count on the pitch. Yeah,
well, for me, it's not only he's got his fitness back, absolutely right. One thing he seems to have got back, he seems to got his hunger, his enthusiasm back, and he's really enjoying being a Newcastle United player, and he seems very influential in the dressing room as well. So
I was going to say, do you think he's enjoying the role of being one of the most senior players, especially with some of the youngsters involved at the minute?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what can happen sometimes when you've been in a club a while, like he was at Bolton, you can start to stagnate a little bit. And I think it was a breath of fresh air from coming to Newcastle, and I definitely think he's going to be one of the players that pushes Newcastle on, and one thing he'll have to push one to the next game, which is QPR. I mean, it should be an easy 3 points, or does it not work like that these days?
I don't think so. I mean, they come thick and fast, and any injury has a very big impact at the moment, doesn't it? So there could be a couple more missing against QPR, and it's just a case of whether they can fill those holes with experienced players again, or whether the likes of Danny Simpson aren't going to make it again.
But yeah, and if you look at the next 2 home games before next international break, that's what Chris Hughton's done. He's broken it all down in little segments so that let's get the end of this stage with this amount of points, rather than looking at it all as one big block, which I think's a really good idea, and something that probably managers in the past haven't really done. If they can get through the next 2 games though with 6 points out of 6 at home, it could be in a good position going in that last international break.
It stands in very good stead, and especially this will just be the first week in October as well, and to rack up this many points, and we've still got a long way to go even before Christmas. Although that does tell you that anything could happen. Yeah, they've done everything they can do at the start of the season, really, haven't they?
Yeah, they're probably a quarter of the way there, so let's hope that it keeps going against QPR.
Yeah.